This Jungle Cruise has some notable passengers. Walt Disney's action-adventure comedy, now in theaters and Disney Plus via Premier Access, revolves around Dwayne Johnson's punny Amazon River captain Frank Wolf and Emily Blunt's pioneering scientist Lily Houghton, two characters of note draw outsized attention in the film based on the famed Disneyland ride. British comedian Jack Whitehall plays Lily's brother McGregor Houghton, who is gay, even coming out in a scene with Wolf, though notably without employing the word gay. Meanwhile, controversial shrunken head dealer Trader Sam, recently removed from the Jungle Cruise ride after criticism for its racist depiction of indigenous people, reappears on screen in the reimagined form of Mexican actress Veronica Falcón. Here's how the characters took their places on board. Reveal that most awkward Jungle Cruise kiss, dirty jokes cut by Disney. McGregor Houghton comes out to his Jungle Cruise captain, without saying gay. Disney has been criticized for the lack of LGBTQ film representation in movies, and called out for blink or you miss it gay character moments in films such as Beauty and the Beast and Onward. In Jungle Cruise, Whitehall's McGregor subtly comes out in a scene with Johnson's Frank. McGregor explains how Hess turned down 3 prospective engagements to women in 1917 London society. My interests happily lie elsewhere, McGregor says. Frank hoists his canteen, saying, "Well, to elsewhere." The word gay is not mentioned in the scene that further explains McGregor's bond to his sister. Audiences learn McGregor's remaining family, and society, have turned their back on him all because of Who I Love. Both Blunt and Johnson say the understated scene is their favorite Jungle Cruise moment. It didn't matter if he said the word gay or not, says Johnson, a producer on the film. What really mattered was the truth between two people, two human beings, sharing a drink and talking about the things they loved, the people they loved and who they are. That gay moment may have been much ado about nothing. We didn't want to come across like we're standing on a soapbox, Johnson adds, noting the scene shows diversity and inclusion were owned and held in regard in the film. Blunt praised screenwriter Michael Green for crafting the scene with delicacy and simplicity. Producer Hiram Garcia says the Jungle Cruise filmmakers never set out to include a gay character in the period piece. We didn't know this is where it was going, the character naturally progressed that way, says Garcia, who insisted there was no oversight from Disney. There was no battle to it, they loved the scene as well. Early reaction to the gay character was mixed, with one Twitter user stating, "Disney will really do anything to avoid using the word gay in its mainstream content." The gay character in Jungle Cruise is cute and is generally right about things, another Twitter user wrote. Spin him off, give him a travel show. For critics calling the character's opaque phrasing a cop-out, Garcia says, "It was never about staying away from wording. It just felt elevated and elegant. And the scene is quite touching." Rebooted Trader Sam returns as a female character. Disney Parks announced in January that it was revamping the original Disneyland attraction after criticism of the ride's portrayal of indigenous people. Vowing a changed attraction that would reflect and value the diversity of the world around us, Disney revealed the updated ride at its California park earlier this month. The cannibalistic Trader Sam was removed from the attraction, which now ends at Trader Sam's Lost and Found with a sign posted that reads, "Back in 15 minutes, Sam." But Jungle Cruise, the movie, shows an entirely new Trader Sam, played by Ozark and Perry Mason actress Falcon, as a leader of a peaceful tribe who mischievously works a con game with Frank to bilk unsuspecting passengers. Garcia says Disney had suggested a new Trader Sam from the beginning. Disney basically said, "This character is an area we have always been unhappy with. We want to figure out how we can elevate it. What's the version you want to tell in the film? And we had a really good time it." Blunt says the Trader Sam conversations were deliberate between the filmmakers, Disney Studios and Disney Parks. "We understood that we needed to maintain that whimsy and spirit of the ride with all the nostalgia, but we also need to bring it into this modern era of what's appropriate," says Blunt. "We had to be sensitive to how people want to be represented and respectful of cultures." As to whether the revamped Trader Sam will return to the park's attractions, Michelle Himmelberg, a spokesperson for Disney Parks, says, "There are no further plans for Trader Sam at this time."